Welcome everyone to Smackdown.
Take
Hi,
5.
how are you?
Shut up. Yes,
Ladies and
welcome to
gentlemen.
Modern Fist Arena. And we're starting
Ladies and
off with
gentlemen.
Adam Cole, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're at take 5.
Yes, we are going to be starting off with an 8-man battle royal to determine who will face Cody Rhodes at Halloween Havoc. And tonight, the newly crowned Cruiserweight Champion, because Joker got rid of it, and because I'm not foolish enough to have another mid-card title, that's essentially the Intercontinental title, I decided the Cruiserweight title would be best suited on the A-Show SmackDown. So the bastard Adrian Neville will be having an open challenge, and the man that accepted the challenge is the one and only Ricochet. So that will be our main event tonight.
Yes, because I was really curious on why you had this battle royal here.
Because
Didn't
I
it
wanted
treat-
someone new to fight Cody since Gunther disappointed me at SummerSlam. He's like,
Didn't
he
I
made
treat
it
you
into
so-
this fucking battle royal.
Didn't I trade you somebody for Ricochet?
Yes.
Yes, I think I gave you Wesley for Ricochet. I haven't seen Wesley since.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
But yes,
Yeah,
I'm hopeful.
welcome to LA, Joker.
Yes, I'm hopeful that every night we have for our King of the Ring tournaments do well.
Yes, I might as well go over that. So, our brackets for the King and Queen tournament following this show or NXT depends on if we decide to move NXT to Saturday's mailing game. So, we have Jackal, the King of the Ring champion. And he is going to be going up against Karrion Kross, Solo Sikoa, and Hangman Adam Page. Kenny Omega versus this man, LA Knight. And Blake Baker will take on the Ring General Gunther.
Yes, he is not Valta.
And for the women, Rhea Ripley takes on Doudrop. Or as Joker calls her, Doo-Hop. The NXT Women's Champion Alexa Bliss takes on Mandy Rose. Maurice will take on the role model Bayley. Blair Davenport, who will be in later tonight, she has an opportunity to become the interim Women's Intercontinental Champion since the Divas title was, vacated and abolished since a certain doctor won it. And she will take on one of her former tag team partners, actually, Jamie Hayter.
Isn't Dr. Britt Baker on my show?
Yes, that's why we don't have them as a team.
Makes sense.
I was considering trading you, but I realized I want Jamie Hayter. I have plans for Jamie Hayter.
Yes.
Yeah, here comes Big Bronson Reed.
Yes,
I hate that nickname.
The Fat Man.
And Joker sounds like a fat man that has his mic all the way to the floor.
Yes.
Joker
Joker,
sounds like
why do you sound like you're whispering?
Joker sounds like a fat man who can't get up.
It's all because I decided to try the mask on and it's on my face. It's awesome.
Yes, what do you guys think of the latest releases and the possibility that Vince might get betrayed like I predicted?
Down with Vince! Down with Vince!
No one can understand you. You're in a can.
Anyway,
I said
the
down with
two...
Vince!
Yes, if I was Tony Khan, the only people I'd really sign from this lineup is Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa, and Emma.
Yeah. Maybe Madcap. Maybe Madcap.
Maybe
Rick Boogs, I think he's honestly dead. I could totally see him just going to Hollywood or writing music.
Rick Boogs could actually go to TNA.
Honestly, I think it would fit better in Impact.
Then I think Dolph Ziggler is probably going to retire.
Madcap could actually go to AEW with Emma, considering their direction of dating.
Married.
They're not married, Joker. They're engaged.
They're getting married.
Here they come, Joker. The men you pay every day and night. One half of bad money.
Dolph Ziggler's brother actually said Dolph Ziggler could be coming to AEW.
Well, he has to wait 90 days for that. Everyone does.
Yeah. Which, Emma might just go back to TNA. As,
I will say this, though. For those saying it should have been so, I will just say, jokes aside, that is really tone deaf. Unless it's Quincy Elliott, that guy deserves. That guy was a waste of time.
Allah got released again.
Who?
I mean, who?
Top Dollar.
Top Dollar.
Yeah, I don't really care. Sucks they lost his job, but I don't care.
Yes.
AEW should sign Shanky.
No.
Shanky should just retire.
Shanky needs to go to AEW.
Retire and be as forgotten as Virgil.
He needs to go to AEW. And team up with
Shanky.
And team up with Sanjay. And team up with Sanjay Dutt.
I will say this: no one is going to sign Shanky.
Send Shanky to AEW.
So and I have been building up, I'd say, quite well.
Yes.
So yeah, seems like everyone in AEW was really trying to get Emma, Tennille Dashwood, back in AEW.
Or Impact, one of the other.
Saraya came out, basically teasing that she wants her to jump, and now Madison Rayne chimes in and as Emma. Yeah, back when those two were the influence. I have no idea why anyone would be influenced by Madison Rayne. She is awful.
Nathan, I still have no idea who this guy is.
There he is, the first man to ever beat Jackal on this series. Grayson Waller.
That was my count-out.
The last guy on Friday last week got hit with a rock bottom into people's elbow.
Yep, it was beautiful. He got the Eric Rowan treatment. And we all know Eric Rowan's career went to the moon after that. And it totally didn't crash and burn.
He got hit with a rock bottom, people's elbow, and then he got
apparently
hit
there was
with
actually supposed to be a match with Bray Wyatt, but the Rock's producers forbid him.
Yeah, and weirdly he got
And here we are, everyone. Who you think is going to win this and challenge the American Nightmare next? Will Gunther get his rematch?
Pat McAfee.
I'm going
Will
with
JD
LA Knight
McDonough
or
do
Blake
his
Baker.
devil proud and gets the Intercontinental Championship?
He got Pat McAfee elbowed.
Yeah, Pat McAfee came back too.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Bronson
happy to.
For how long? Who
is
knows?
going after the Red Wolf Blake.
Uh-oh. Somebody up. They managed to not get up. Nope. He survived.
Yes, Blake Baker says the reason why he calls himself the Red Wolf is because he sees red every time Ben opens his mouth.
So is he related to Red? That
Uh-oh.
terrible character from the My Career mode.
Uh-oh.
No.
Nope. Who's that going out?
And I
Who's
thought
going
he
out?
called himself Red because he was going to make you see red. He's going to
Who's
make you
going
bleed
out?
after
Nope,
he gives you
he-
the wolf's bite.
Yes, well, he does. He does see red every time Bannon says something stupid.
So who's the guy in the shorts? Grayson?
Yes.
Yes. The Grayson Waller. I could totally see them actually calling him that. Giving him the nickname, The Grayson Waller.
I can also see him calling him the Rock's bitch.
Hey, just remember, Grayson Waller is the first man to ever defeat Jackal in singles competition in this series. That's only a
By
very
count.
rare few can claim. Like Wade Barrett and... what was his name? Wade Barrett and Logan Paul.
Yes, but those were pinfall victories. Grayson's only won by countout.
Yep, Grayson got the greatest victory of them all, defeating Jackal on his return match.
By countout. You keep forgetting that little tidbit.
Grayson told me it sounds better when you leave that part out. And why is Jesse farting?
I didn't.
That was a work.
Sound like a fart.
No, I burped after eating a Starburst.
Yeah, so, are you guys upset that we're not gonna get to see people like Emma or any of the new people that we're probably gonna be in the next game get added?
Emma just came back too. That's the fucking worst part, and she got fired.
Hey, so did Top
returned.
Dollar. No, he didn't.
Shanky just got used on TV for the first time in a year.
Fine, I'll tell you someone. I'll tell you someone that I'm surprised wasn't in this list. Odyssey Jones.
And they like Odyssey Jones, though.
I haven't seen a peep from that guy since he got called up. I don't even know who the hell Odyssey Jones even is.
Somebody's out.
Nope. Oh, the big dropkick by Blake to the ring general, and Nathan Frazier looking to make an impact.
I thought I seen somebody get eliminated.
Nope. Everyone's still in there, apparently.
Somebody was hanging upside down, and then they let go of the rope like they fell.
Yeah, if
They must have
anyone,
slid back in.
and if anyone is the most shocking, I'd say it's probably Mustafa Ali, being that he had a match.
Somebody's definitely out.
It is JD McDonough. Jackal is not
Ooh.
going to be happy.
No,
Judgment, Judgment Day's not going to be happy.
JD's in the Dark Empire with Jackal, Zarian, and Crimson.
yes.
Well, there goes someone.
Blake just eliminated. Who?
Adam Cole.
Oh, Adam Cole.
Hey, Blake's been waiting for this opportunity forever. He wants that workhorse title.
Adam Cole's yelling like, how the hell? Adam Cole's yelling, it's
Hey,
not
but-
fair.
Here's the thing, like, Mustafa and Dolph finally get their releases after wanting them for a while.
Did Dolph
Dolph
Ziggler ever
requested it.
won his release? I don't think he ever asked.
Yeah, he did.
I think he was
Dolph
just-
asked
I think he's
Seven
just
years
done.
ago. 7 years ago, he asked.
Oh, that was 7 years ago.
He also
because
asked.
Rick just
He
kept
also
saying
asked.
no.
He also asked during the time that he was part of the cheerleader squad. Thingamabob. What was that squad called?
The Spirit Squad.
Yeah, he kept asking to be released during that. During that run, he kept asking to be released, and Vince kept saying no.
And can you blame him?
And then when Dolph was on the main roster, he was like, "I want out." Vince
he kept asking. He kept asking when he was having a run with.
No.
He kept asking.
And there goes Blake.
He kept asking when he was teamed up with Vicky Guerrero.
Bronson Reed eliminated Blake.
There's only 4 left, so who's the
odds-on favorite? Honestly, I think Gunther's gonna win. Gunther, well, I was about to be proven wrong. And powerbomb. And there goes LA. Gunther, you bitch.
My last pick is out.
I don't think that Gunther's gonna win.
I'm saying Grayson.
Yeah. I kind of hope Grayson wins too, because it's got to be fitting after all this time he gets a shot.
I'm only saying Grayson because Grayson seems like the most AG.
Well, to face Cody. How about you, Joker? Who you got?
I hope Gunther wins.
Right, I want to see big Bronson Reed or the Grayson Waller the Grayson Waller effect win.
I kind of personally.
I know Gunther wins just for the rematch.
I hate Grayson Waller, but I kind of hope Grayson wins it. Even though I hate Grayson Waller.
Now, who do you think's gonna walk out Cruiserweight Champion? You think Adrian Neville? Well, there goes him, Bronson. Yeah, do you think Neville's gonna retain, or do you think Ricochet's gonna pick up his first title in this season?
Ricochet.
I think Ricochet.
I think Ricochet's gonna be the one to dethrone the king of the cruisers. Yeah. Oh!
Boom.
Oh! Hi!
Is Grayson gonna do it? Can he defeat Gunther? Uh-oh. He did it!
It's a by Gunther.
Wow, Grayson Waller actually won the title opportunity.
I think this is the first time he's ever won a match. That is by count out.
Yeah.
Hey, he's lost every other match I put him in. I just keep putting him in it just because I think it's funny to keep reminding you that he beat Jackal.
And Grayson won busted.
Now he has the opportunity to beat Cody Rhodes.
And become the Intercontinental Champion.
So yeah,
alright, I'm next. To determine the new number 1 contenders for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. It's going to be the Brawling Brutes taking on the Good Brothers. Thought you told me he was a fan of Butch.
I like Butch.
I am not.
I like the Butch. Not a Rich Holland fan, but I am a Butch fan.
Who's Rich Holland?
That guy. The guy next to Butch.
I know. That's the point. No one probably even has any idea who he is.
The guy who broke Big E's neck.
Oh, I know that. Well, looks like Pete Dunne wants that belt. He just has to get through the OC first.
Oh, now, yeah.
So, who you guys got winning this? Me? I kind of hope it's the OC. And you know they're only around because of AJ, probably.
Yes.
Which I'm glad. I like the OC. I just wish they'd do more with them. Or, just break up the OC. Have him turn heel. Give me a heel AJ Styles again.
Have him attack AJ. And then have AJ have to find a partner to go against Gallows and Anderson.
AJ and Meechin versus Gallows and Anderson.
AJ and John Cena.
No.
Yes.
I prefer
AJ
the beat up John Cena, AJ.
AJ and John Cena against Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson win 2 matches. AJ turns on
the
John
Rock
Cena.
and Cena versus the OC.
That would be interesting.
Run that back again.
The Rock and Cena against Sikoa and Roman.
Twice in a lifetime.
Rock and Cena against Sikoa and Roman.
And what was the last tagline? Never happened before, never will happen again. Well, the new tagline can be, happened before, it'll happen again.
Once? Not just one. It happened twice.
Cena and The Rock. Once in a generation tag team.
So, Joker, I'm curious, what are we gonna do when they bring in... Well, when they eventually bring in the tag team titles? The undisputed tag team titles.
Ow!
Try and find some titles that look like them on community creations.
Yeah.
That's all we can do.
I mean, are we gonna merge our tag team divisions or just keep our own?
At that point, we would have to merge them. Jesse, why did you sound like an angry bulldog when you burped there?
Sounded like Snorlax.
Sorry, it's the Starburst. Ow! Carlos went flying.
Yeah, Jesse, who you think's got this?
Pete and Ridge.
Of course.
He loves his Pete.
He loves Butch.
Who?
Butch.
Never heard of him.
Butch,
We're
he's
talking
right
about
there.
that guy in AEW, the one with the mullet and the monocle.
I like Anderson. Not a fan of Gallows, so I would really like a Pete Dunne and Carl Anderson tag team.
You really like makeshift tag teams, don't you?
He is a Vince fan.
I would love this tag team. A Carl Anderson, Pete Dunne tag team.
Iron Joker, imagine this. Vince gets outed in WWE, so he goes to AEW.
Oh god, no.
Vince goes to AEW. First tag team he makes is Lance Archer and Kenny Omega.
Lance Archer's too old for Vince. I'm not even joking. Vince would not go for Lance. He thinks people like that are too old.
Lance Archer was a part of WWE at one point.
I know. He still wouldn't go for him due to his age. He wanted to get rid of Santos because he was 30. You think he's going to go with a nearly 50-year-old Lance Archer?
You do realize he kept Shelton Benjamin around. And Shelton Benjamin's
kept him around to job him out. Nothing more.
Nothing more, nothing less. It'll put hair on your chest.
And when those guys started getting over, he killed it faster than you can say, "What are you doing, Vince?"
He killed it faster than you could say, "This is how I met your mother."
Randy Orton's still older than dirt, and yet he keeps Orton around.
Because Randy Orton's a trusted guy. And the gallows pole.
Butcher's the other guy's busted. Ollie.
It is Butch, by the way.
Well, Ridge, he's busted. So.
And Pete's air raid crash. Crash landing.
Oh, hey.
That was not an air raid crash. That was a.
I know what I
half.
said. That's why I said it's a crash landing.
Oh.
We're gonna have yourself a crash landing. La 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 la.
It's a flying Butch.
Flying Pete.
I mean, it was about to be. Until Pete decided, I'm tired of waiting. Anderson, Carl. What are you doing there, Carl?
I don't think Carl even knows what Carl is doing.
Carl was like, let me go. Uh-oh. Whee! Ow. Pete's got an arm. Breaking arm.
This match is not count out. False count anywhere.
Oh, Pete's breaking an arm.
Why do you all have to test my patience?
Carl's going for a ankle.
Better, wouldn't be the AI unless it tested our patient.
I'm pretty sure the AI got dumber as it went on.
I actually see this strategy working in real life. Carl and Gallows, Pete Dunne and Gallows.
What?
That strategy would be in real life if this team ever faced off.
Meh. Pete, you're a monster.
They went flying Gallows again.
And there's the AA Spinebuster for the win.
Bridge
So
was
next
slow.
week,
Bridge was
Imperium.
slow.
Actually, no. Should I do it next week?
Waffles.
Oh, the
I
waffles.
didn't ask about waffles. Yeah, we'll see. Try to do this at Halloween Havoc or sometime on Smackdown. Imperium versus the OC
Lemon flavored waffles.
for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships.
Lemon flavored waffles sound awful.
They sound pretty good to me. Then again, I like anything lemon flavored.
Yes, I don't mind lemon flavored stuff either, but waffles? Are you retarded?
No. Ooh, now I want to drug you. I know what to drug you with.
Sir, I will not accept your waffles.
You guys have the weirdest timing. Anyway, next. The SmackDown Women's Champion takes on Sonya Deville. And there she is, Joker.
It's
yeah.
boss time.
The
This
legit
match?
boss, Sasha Banks.
Really weird.
What?
It's so... You don't think this match is completely weird at all?
Well, Sonya Deville versus Sasha Banks.
Yes.
He's not a Sasha fan.
Yeah, I know.
But
Joker
already
doesn't
knows
like.
it.
I mean, I was a Sasha fan. He was not.
Joker doesn't like any of the horsewomen. He probably thinks they ruined wrestling.
I think they look like horses.
Yeah, he is the biggest Ronda fan. I mean, Joker told me once if he could have one woman, it'd be Shayna Baszler. That's his dream girl.
Yeah. Ronda.
That
no.
or Dewdrop.
So I would.
Or Nia Jax. He's a big fan of Nia Jax.
I do not care for Nia Jax.
So, Sonya, let's see how you do against the champ.
I think Nia Jax is the drizzling shit.
You know, Sonya Deville is another one that I think deserves an opportunity. She's really good. She just has some of the dumbest gimmicks I've seen.
Sonya, she's annoying to me.
I don't know, I think she was getting... I thought that whole team with Chelsea Green was really good.
That is the only team she's been with that I actually thought was any good. Well,
Her
then
and
again,
Mandy.
her and Mandy was actually pretty good too. So,
Hey, I would... If Mandy was still there, I would put Sonya Deville in Toxic Attraction as Mandy's right-hand woman.
if Mandy was still there, I'd put Chelsea Green.
I'd also
Sonya
give her back
Deville.
her knockoff Star Wars theme too, but that's just me.
I would put these three together of Chelsea Green, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
Just personally. Because I kind of think Chelsea Green could fit well with Mandy Rose.
Just seems like a weird pairing. And the reason why I suggested... Okay, Joker, do you really see a supermodel, a boxer, and a Karen all hanging out together?
No.
Do you
Exactly.
really see Sonya hanging out with Toxic Attraction?
I only suggested that because we know they're real-life friends. And because they were a team previously. If they weren't, then I never would have suggested that for Sonya. I would have suggested her just teaming with Ronda or something. And hey, WWE needs tag teams. How about that? Shayna Baszler and Sonya Deville. Or, you know, you could always just scrap those fucking titles.
Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark seems like a good tag team to me.
I know, I want Shayna to go back to being the killer. The one that breaks limbs.
She is breaking limbs and hearts at the moment.
Breaking Hearts, I'm not sure about that one. Wow, the crowd is not into this match.
Neither am I. Then again, this was supposed to be a showcase match to see what Sonya can do against the champ.
And Sonya is not proving well against the champ.
I mean, she's winning.
For now, she's winning.
Isn't that all that matters? Sasha kicks out.
As long as she ain't losing, she's still winning, which means holding her own.
Is that seriously her finisher now? Yeah, like I read Sasha is.
Seriously,
now we're getting a women's wrestling chant, so I guess the crowd are into it now.
Seriously, Sonya got a 2 count? Wow.
I will say, I know Joker's not impressed, but I am impressed by Sonya's performance so far.
Oddly enough, same. I am.
I'd still prefer Sasha winning, though. She is my champion, after all.
Sasha's kind of disappointing me here.
Well, she hasn't lost, and as long as she can give me a 4-star match, I will be satisfied.
She should have made quick work of Sonya. That's why she disappoints me.
I am trying to build Sonya up as a threat, so I can never be challenged for the Women's Intercontinental title. Oh, one.
Yeah, but Sasha still should have made quick work of her.
And there's a method to my madness. And that is not make everyone on my roster look like a bunch of chumps. I save those people for Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle isn't in here.
I can make him.
You do that, I'll have him go against me. You do that. Does anybody have Chavo?
Chavo's not even here.
Aww. Somebody needs to make Chavo. So only have Hornswoggle go against Chavo.
And we have the better Chavo. We have Eddie. After all Chavo is the grandson or whatever of Chavo Guerrero. Yeah, Eddie Guerrero. Yep. And that's all the gimmick I ever seen from him. He's related to Eddie. So, Joker, do you now agree with me that the women are delivering tonight?
No.
Joker's a sexist confirmed. Then again, he'd probably be more interested if it was Ronda Rousey versus Becky Lynch or something.
Ronda's in it, he would have Ronda's in it, he would have probably been into it.
He would have creamed.
That is a lie, sir.
Especially if it was Nia.
I hate Nia. You know that.
Who knows, maybe I'll put her in my universe next game, just to spite you. For calling this match boring.
I mean, it's not the best thing I've ever seen.
Not everything can be as good when I'm playing as Bruce and Jackal Joker.
Sonya might just win this.
Good for her. Sonya, we need to get you a new finisher. I don't like you using Down the Rabbit Hole. Or the Eye of the Hurricane.
Sonya wins.
I call bullshit.
Sasha did lock in the bake statement. The only issue, Sonya was on the ropes.
Alright, Sonya, impressive. So I guess that makes you the #1 contender. Well, I was gonna do Bayley versus Sasha, but who knows? Maybe I just found my new match for Halloween Havoc. Well, I'm sure Joker's gonna be happy with this one.
No, Pat McAfee would, though.
Unless Joker is secretly a Johnny Gargano hater, too.
No, I like Johnny.
And Shinsuke Nakamura hater. Yes, it's Johnny Gargano versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
But yes, interesting matchup, I will say.
I was originally gonna have this be a qualifying match, but then I changed my mind and just did a different match. Hey, this match is just kinda here now. Hey, it never hurts getting Gargano and Shinsuke on the show.
Ow.
Jesse, okay?
I don't know.
I'll just take that as a yes.
And I'm sleepier than a mother beeper.
So, Dolph Ziggler has been in WWE for 19 years.
Yes.
He has had 1,554 matches, the third most in WWE history. He's a 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, a 1-time NXT Champion, a 6-time Intercontinental Champion, a 2-time United States Champion, a 4-time Tag Team Champion, and a 1-time winner of the Money in the Bank.
Yep.
The man's a Hall of Famer in WWE for sure.
Money in the Bank winner when he had Vicky Guerrero by his side, and with Vicky Guerrero's help, cashed in to become world champion. And while he was with Vicky Guerrero, he wound up kissing Caitlyn.
Well, a lot of the NXT people really just have no idea who they are.
He wound up kissing Caitlyn, and Vicky Guerrero, Dolph Ziggler wound up kissing Caitlyn.
Dolph Ziggler kissed everyone. Caitlyn, AJ Lee, Vicky.
Yeah.
And the dude has a lucky and not so lucky streak.
Yes, I say Vicky is unlucky.
I'd say his best one was probably AJ.
AJ wound up kissing everybody. She kissed Kane. She kissed John Cena. She kissed
CM Punk.
Yeah. She also kissed Daniel Bryan.
Made him lose the title to Sheamus in 18 seconds.
She also kissed Sheamus too. She wound up kissing Sheamus in front of CM Punk, which was funny.
Was it funny? Was it?
I thought it hilarious.
Well, Athena's new finisher is really good.
Kaboom!
Have you
Whoop.
guys seen it?
No, she got rid of her diving stunner.
Looks like it. She's now using... Okay, she's using an over-the-head dropped into a code breaker.
Whose finisher is that?
Athena.
Athena.
So yeah, she grabs you, puts you in a gut wrench over her shoulders, then she spins you around and hits you with the code breaker. Athena said she needs a name for its minions. I need suggestions.
A spinning tilt-a-whirl code breaker. No. Fall from
The eclipsal knee.
The falling eclipse.
The goddess's last gift. I know, hate that name. Fall of Olympus.
The falling eclipse. Or the black eclipse.
I would say the blackout.
That's Seth Rollins' move.
Yes, that
And,
was his curve.
and Lance Archer's move.
The black eclipse sounds pretty good.
The Widower.
No widow
Oh.
maker.
Fallen Angel's eclipse.
Fall from Grace. I think that was the name we gave Karrion Kross's move. The Falling Star.
Johnny, you gonna get counted out here? Yes, he is.
And Joker said the women's match was bad.
Okay, I will admit this match was worse. Johnny, you disappoint me.
I'll go one step further. Shinsuke, Johnny, you let me down. Let me down again and you will be in the Feast or Fired match. Then again, you probably won't win it anyway, so I probably won't do that. But yes, Joker, guess what?
What?
This is Shinsuke's first win in this series.
First win?
Yeah, we never used him. We only used him like 3 times. Now you understand why I wanted to do the brand split in the first place.
Honestly, no, I don't.
So we could use more of the roster instead of just sticking to like 1 or 3 people every single week.
Dakota, Indy, Saraya.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Anyway, up next, the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship Interim 8-woman match.
I thought Candace was on my show.
No. She's always been on my show. I don't think I traded you someone for her, I just don't remember who. Or she was always on my show. Because I remember I had her in Indy for a while now. Yeah, here she is. Bayley, the woman. That says she's gonna go on and win this match. And become the first Queen of the Ring.
No, I think I traded you somebody for.
You suck, Bailey.
I agree.
Bailey says Joker is damaged goods. He needs to control it better.
You suck, Bailey.
Bailey needs to
Raw
go
and
be Michael Cole's.
SmackDown are damaged. They need better
Bailey
control.
Bailey needs to go be Michael Cole's bitch.
What do you mean? Michael Cole's always been Bailey's bitch.
It needs to be the other way around.
This has always been a proven fact.
More like a concept, sir. Chicken.
And it's Jamie.
Bailey just likes yelling at Michael Cole.
Yeah, it's funny.
I always mute Bailey when she comes on. I'm like, mute, and I turn the channel.
You missed some good stuff then during the pandemic era with her and Sasha. That was pretty much the only thing keeping WWE afloat at the time.
I always...
Joker can
turn
even
the-
attest to that those two were the best parts of WWE during the pandemic era.
I have no comment.
See? It
I
was
thought
so
the best part
good,
of the-
he can't even put it into words.
I thought the best part of the pandemic era was
Yes,
was,
Candice.
I thought the best part of the pandemic era was Drew McIntyre winning the title and holding it.
No, that was the worst
I
part,
thought-
because he won the title in front of nobody.
Yes, and then he automatically defended it against the Big Show for some weird reason.
Right, I forgot Big Show was still around. I thought he was gone at that point.
I remember he defended
Actually,
it at
no, it
one
was
point.
Braun Strowman.
He defended it at one point, and it wound up Claymore and the corridor, which was awesome.
I hated that era. Bailey and Sasha were the best parts.
I never watched any other matches. I'm like, bye.
No, these days, Paige, I'm gonna have to give you a Titantron and all that.
One of these days, Karen. One of these days!
Yeah, so are you guys hopeful or fearful for this Endeavor deal going through?
Mainly helpful for, helpful for, Endeavor to do.
Hey, my
Something
philosophy
that
on
the
everything
bank
is hope for the best, prepare for the worst. And I expect
can't-
nothing but the worst. Especially if Vince is still in charge.
Vince could be ready to get
And
ready
after all,
to.
he got rid of one of the only women I could actually have seen WWE making a lot of money and being a big star. Emma.
I kinda. Vince would have kept.
Yeah, here's my
Dolph-
pick to win this.
Vince would have kept Dolph Ziggler, and he would have kept Shelton Benjamin, and he would have kept Mustafa.
So yes, Joker, I guess you can say Blair Davenport is officially my new favorite goth.
She still scares me.
Good, she's supposed to emit fear from everyone. I still don't like her braids, though.
You don't like anything new, Spectre.
Nonsense, I like the idea of me getting rid of all the third brand titles. Then you guys throw a hissy fit about it.
I like my $1 million
I don't care.
title.
Rude.
Do what you
Just
want with
care.
your fucking third tier titles.
I mean, he is
At
a
least
weird guy.
At least my title, the Cruiserweight title, is proven to be something good.
If the
After all,
cruise
it's main
title,
event in the show. When was the last time the hardcore title main evented?
if the cruiserweight title was actually worth anything, it'd still be a part of WWE's main roster. It is not. And it would actually show up from time to time. The $1 million
Here's
title
Indy.
actually shows up. The $1
I
million
do,
title
Blair.
actually shows up.
Does Blair have a bone to pick with this woman for getting a count-out victory over her last time?
I mean, a victory is a victory. We've learned that from Grayson Waller.
Yes, in our previous match. Nakamura and Gargano. Grayson also wanted me to pass this message. Since his victory over Jackal, his career has been skyrocketing, and now it's time for him to dethrone America's joke and become the king of the international world. I told him it's the Intercontinental title, not an international, and he just said, yeah, that's what he said.
It's probably like, same difference.
I ain't pretty much.
No,
Anyway, here's Nikita Lyons. Or as me and Joker like to call her, the Kita Lyons.
That Keto.
Still no idea who she is. I have not seen her in NXT, so.
You only
still
need
no
to
idea.
know
I
one
will
thing.
say-
She knows martial arts and she has a fat ass.
She knows the art of seduction.
Sounds like most girls you've been on a date with.
Oh, I wish I could get a date with Nikita. That would be great.
Probably kick your head off.
And I'd enjoy every moment too.
Or kill you by sitting on you.
Hey, that would
Hang
be
on.
fine.
I'll be right
Sounds like most people that Joker's dated.
I've told Spectre about my crazy dating life in the past.
Did you tell him you dated Fat Albert?
Jesse, I thought we mentioned never to mention that fat chick ever again.
No, you dated a fat guy.
We don't bring him up either.
5th grade to be precise.
I said we don't bring that up no more.
You know me, I bring it up when I'm sleepy. Just because it makes you just because it makes you mad.
Note to self, hit him in the head the next time I see him.
Okay,
Wait.
who's out? Who's out?
No one yet.
Who's on the floor?
I don't even think this is a battle royal. It's
Oh, somebody's on the floor again. Spectre, what is this match?
I don't even think he knows anymore.
Spectre's dead.
Hey, you can't die on me.
Spectre's dead. Spectre's dead.
I don't think.
Ow.
Oh, there he is.
So, what match is this?
The Women's Intercontinental Championship Fatal. Yeah, 8-women match.
So, first pinfall or submission wins?
No. It's elimination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was confused if this was another battle royal or not.
I'm pretty sure you could tell, Tyler.
I could not at the beginning of it. I thought there was somebody immediately got eliminated. It was funny.
Yeah, Grandma was worried because she thought she saw a big spider.
Grandma, the spider's more afraid of you than you are of it.
And she has a cat, so I don't really... She has protection. And the spider's probably not going to do anything, even if it is a spider. Which I suspect it's probably just a roach. My grandma's eyes are bad.
Yeah, I know how that feels. My mom's eyes are pretty bad.
She swears up and down it's a spider because it was lighter than a roach, and I'm just thinking, Grandma, you know roaches can get big and small. Those things are weird. I know, have you ever seen that, Joker, to where you see a giant roach and then once you kill it, it shrinks down into an almost ant?
Oh,
Yeah.
DDT. Was that DDT on a ladder?
Yes.
Dakota landed on a trash can.
Seriously, 2K, get Collision back to objects.
Yeah, that was the funnest. That was the most fun time I think me and Spectre's ever had. Slamming people onto, like, stuff.
Yeah, Joker pushed me right into a flaming table.
Yes, that was fun.
I still wonder who I was playing as. I think it was Mustafa or Ricochet. So, who you guys got? Me, I'm going with Blair.
Yeah, I know you're going with Blair.
I think I'm gonna go with Candace.
Joker.
I don't really care.
Or Jamie Hayter.
Whoever wins will deserve an opportunity. If they
mean
lose,
they become the interim women's intercontinental champion. They're gonna be your champion in the next game, probably. After all, you are getting the intercontinental title in the next game, unless we change the rules again.
Blair had a stop sign.
That's a correction, Jesse. Had. Good job.
Blair landed on a stop sign.
I mean, that won't do good for your spinal cord.
No, it will not. Oi! Dakota got DDT'd. And no sold it.
Yeah, we have a problem with people that like to no-sell shit.
Dakota got DDT'd and no sold it. Oh, sharpshooter. Oh, no, what is that? That is
You failed me again.
Who's out? Somebody's out. The bell rung. Who's out?
Blair.
Wow.
Who'd you get eliminated by?
Flying people, yes.
No, that was a flying,
Was it Candace? Did Candace eliminate her?
No, Candace was in the ring. Candace was in the ring.
Who was it,
Candace
Jade?
It was probably Paige.
Paige. I mean, Blair has probably disappointed Spectre for the last time.
No.
I'm surprised she has not disappointed you for the last time.
Joker, you saw how many times LA Knight failed me, and I still kept on trying.
Yes.
Candace,
I gave
are you
up
ever
on
gonna...
Karrion Kross for a reason, and that's because Karrion Kross has never been good in 2 games.
Nah, Candace.
And in real life.
Oh, that's not true. Karrion was great.
In
Until he
NXT. And NXT. He was great in NXT. Main roster. He's worse than Joker's brain cell.
Now that's just rude, sir.
You know it's the truth.
Oh, so that's kind of funny. So, apparently Quincy Elliott is homophobic.
Ooh.
Now that's ironic.
Homophobic, what's that?
He hates gay people.
Doesn't like gay people.
Oh, okay.
And he portrayed a gay person.
Okay.
That was his gimmick.
I did not know that.
And he got fired?
Yes. Thank the stars. I hated that guy.
Go, Indy, you're not...
I didn't like his character, I don't know. I never really seen him. All I can really say is he did not impress me at all when I saw him.
Ow. Candace hit somebody with a stop sign.
But yeah, Emma, how sad. She only gets 4 games.
Paige got nailed in the head with a stop sign. It was funny.
I was excited to potentially see Emma in another game, but say lovey.
What happened?
My controller died.
Oh, wow.
Yes, it always dies at the worst popular moment, doesn't it? Right there.
Oh, there goes Indy.
Poor Indy. Frog, stop that.
Selling Cares votes. Joker, you probably know it more, but which was your favorite Emma? Mine was probably her 18 or 19 model.
I'd have to go back and look
I know, I was
at
a really big fan of Dark Emma. Than the whole bubbly personality one.
I kinda like the bubbly personality one.
I didn't really care for bubbly personality Emma.
The one where she kept coming out with the bubbles.
I heard it was really good in XD, but I wasn't watching at that time.
In
So
XD,
my only exposure to that was the whole Santino Marella thing.
No. She came out, she used to come out doing bubbles, doing dance with bubbles. She was really popular with the NXT universe until she started being a boy, and then she teamed up with I don't remember her.
So someone says that Top Dollar would make a great addition to the Blackpool Combat Club. He would get eaten alive. He wouldn't last a day. Not even a day. He wouldn't last a second in the Blackpool Combat Club.
No, he would not.
He is, after all, a bottom dollar. And there's actually one thing I will say about Dana Brooke. She tried. She just was never really good. That's pretty much the nicest thing about I can say about Dana Brooke. She tried. She just never improved from trying.
She is a 15-time champion, if you count the 24/7 championship.
Well, we all know that's not a real championship.
I mean, if you count it, then
that's about as much. That's how it. Alright, I will tell you this.
I mean, if you count it, then R-Truth's like a 50-time champion.
And the piece of paper on my desk taking notes has more value than the 24/7 title. My dog's chew toy that she chewed up, ripped all the cotton out of, has more value than the 24/7 title.
So who's eliminated, actually?
Candice.
Candice got eliminated. Well, fuck.
I think Jamie just hit the Haterade. Ref, do your job.
Count, you idiot.
Oh, so is it gonna come down to the two former members of Damage Control and Page Turner? I didn't even know that was still in the game. I thought they removed it.
Raph, do your damn job.
Yes, I agree with Jesse.
Now, I will say this. I don't know who did the motion for the Page Turner in this game, but it's really good. It actually looks impactful, despite just being a fucking Russian leg sweep.
Raph, you stood there for at least a 2 count. Bailey should on all rights be eliminated.
Well, there's a matchup that we're going to see in the future. Probably.
Thank you, Dakota. Paige.
Well, I guess since my pick is out, I guess I'll go for the runner-up. Dakota Kai.
I thought your pick was Bailey.
No, it was Blair.
As much as you love Bailey.
Yeah, no one seems to ever understand. Joker gets surprised by my picks, but it's more so Bailey's had her time in the sun. It's time for someone new to get built up.
Wow, my second pick is out. Jamie Hayter's out.
Bailey's getting pissed. And Nikita Lyons is just twerking. I'm sure Joker is very happy.
I'd be happy if she goes after a pin.
She did go after a pin. She didn't get it.
Nikita, was that a hockey stick?
Yes. Oh! Cyclone kick. That may have just knocked Dakota Kai Red out. And it did, damn it. At least I could say that Nikita actually got a pin.
Come on, Paige. Paige.
I'm kind of hoping Paige doesn't win simply because she had this match made in the first place by losing the Divas Championship to fucking Britt Baker. I will not forgive you for that.
I kind of hope Paige wins just because I don't like Bailey.
I'm rooting for Nikita or Bailey. Joker?
I'm rooting for anybody but Bailey.
Waffles.
Waffles is not in this match.
Well, I'm rooting for Waffles.
And I thought you were a fan of pancakes.
I do like pancakes, but I also like waffles.
Oh, Joker, I visited the dentist today after, well, a long time. Let's just say it's been like 4 years.
Are your teeth as fucked up as mine yet?
No, they said I had beautiful teeth, but I don't know if you remember, but I told you that the fillings in one of my teeth came out, and we just never got it filled in for 4 years. Well, they said that it was unrepairable, and I think Bailey is about to become the interim champion. Congrats, Bailey.
I looked down for 1 minute. What happened to Paige?
She got a rose plant right here. And then Nikita soon followed after that 3 count. Weird replay.
Bailey, you always somehow win when I don't want you to win.
Maybe you should want her to win some more.
Well, I never want Bailey to win. I don't like you, Bailey.
That's kind of the point.
Like Bailey. I don't like Bailey either, so.
Where's my fucking championship? God damn it, game.
Barely even the game didn't want you to win.
Yes, everyone. So, it has been made official. At Halloween Havoc, it will be Sasha Banks defending the Smackdown Women's Championship against Sonya Deville. Let's see if Sonya can pull off another upset. Yes, our next match. Tommaso Ciampa is in action before his big match against the King of Bad News, Wade Barrett, for the World Heavyweight title at Halloween Havoc.
Tommaso, don't lose.
Tommaso has the worst win record out of anyone on the roster. He has only one win.
Hey, it's
Well,
Barrett.
Joker, if you actually look at the win-loss record, that is false. The one with the worst win-loss record is Blair Davenport. She's 0-4.
She hasn't won a single fucking match yet.
Add the men. Who's the worst on men?
Bobby Lashley has the best because he hasn't been beaten yet.
Who has the worst for the men?
Don't know. I need to actually look that up.
Angel Garza taking it to the World Heavyweight Champion.
I mean, you gotta kind of take it to Ciampa. He's not gonna lay down.
Ciampa refuses to lay down for anyone.
So, the two worst is a tie. It is a tie between J.D. McDonough and Adam Hangman Page. They're both tied at 1-4 apiece.
Really? Hangman only has one win?
Yep.
One win. Yep, same
One
with
that I
JD
counted.
McDonough.
T-Bar is 0-1, so I guess he's the worst since he has a 100% loss record, alongside Rikishi.
Jay White is 2-2. What the hell? What the hell, Jay?
I mean, Jackal is 6-4.
Hey, he fought the Almighty twice and lost both of them.
Montez Ford is 0-2.
Yep, but that's for tag team record.
Along with Samoa Joe, 0-2.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm also thinking of
Montez-
adding these win-loss records into the videos. Yes, Angel Garza.
like, for me, I think Jackal has a normal win-loss record. 6 wins, 4 losses.
I need to put that tag team in an actual tag match. Kenny Omega and Adam Page.
Yes. Yes, you do. Hey, Ciampa, Angel, back in the ring, guys. Yep, Ciampa, thank you.
And I'm surprised by Joker, because Joker, almost all of his tag teams have been in a match. We're only missing Alpha Academy.
Yeah, I was going to be debuting Alpha Academy after Halloween Havoc. So yeah, you will be seeing Alpha Academy soon in tag team action.
Yeah, someone's win-loss record is going to go up very high, because following this, the Queen of the Ring and King of the Ring.
Yes,
And Jesse.
Carrion, I'm giving you an opportunity. Please don't fuck it up.
And
Also,
Jesse,
Jackal,
our
please
respective
don't
general
murder me.
managers have come to an arrangement. So the Cruiserweight Championship will be eligible for all 3 brands.
Okay.
And that
yes,
mainly
me and
applies
my-
to just me and Joker. And what's going on? Oh, Wade. Wade's got the World Heavyweight Championship.
Wade saying it's mine now.
And he is afraid he has some bad news for Ciampa. And now Ciampa's got some bad news for Wade.
I don't remember who that tag team is.
Who?
The Limitless Breed.
Keith Lee and T-Bar.
Yeah.
I forgot about them.
And Ciampa is out.
Okay, I'll just remove them then. And you got 13 teams. What do you need these two for? I think we deleted them anyway.
But yes, I have almost used all my tag teams, which is good because I never really used that many in the last series. So I'm glad I'm using, almost all of my tag teams. And Alpha Academy will be making their debut soon.
Why do I have to bloodline it? Isn't that Jordan's team?
No, you got Roman Reigns, and I decided I'll just give you the Usos too. Because no one had the Usos.
Wait.
I have Solo, and now Jesse has the Usos and Roman Reigns.
When the heck did I pick up Roman?
They're in the draft.
And he has a perfect 0-0 record, so it's not like Joker was using him anyway.
I completely forgot about Roman.
Angel trying to get the finishing touch on the Sicilian Psychopath.
Nice suplex by Angel Garza. Oh!
Yeah, Jesse, I remember when you told us that you didn't want Ciampa as your world champion. And look at him now, he's 4-0. And he truly is living up to the almighty NXT champion.
I've never had Ciampa, so...
I said Bobby.
Bobby, yeah.
Hey, Bobby Lashley being your world champion has turned out better than you probably ever thought.
And Angel.
Setting them up for the drop.
He missed.
Nothing.
He missed the missile drop kick. And there's a knee to the face.
The knee to the face.
I need a good number 1 contender for Bobby Lashley.
Fairy tale ending.
Oh, is that the end of his fairy tale dreams? 1, 2.
Angel kicked out.
No, kick out at 2.
Angel Garza, you keep this up, and I might give you. Well, here's the Psycho Cutter.
The net. Grab him by the neck, drives him down with that Psycho Cutter. 1, 2, kick out. 2 3/8.
Now you guys know why I signed Angel Garza during the draft.
Flying nothing. Ciampa misses the flying shoulder tackle.
Ciampa ate floor.
Suplex onto the floor.
German,
But
actually,
Ciampa
Joker.
Yes. And knees to the ribcage of Angel Garza. And Ciampa's letting the fist fly. Angel's been busted open. More knees to the ribs of Angel Garza. Ciampa throws Angel back into the ring. The refs telling him get back in. Angel gets back up.
The ref was yelling at Ciampa. It was funny.
He goes under. He goes over.
Oh,
Tilt-a-whirl. Face buster.
Tilt-a-whirl. Ground buster.
Oh, Ciampa reverses. Ciampa with a kick and punch to the gut into the clothesline.
Ciampa, that kind of looked a little low there, buddy.
Ciampa's yelling up top. Ciampa's looking for
Diving knee. And Angel Garza.
1, 2.
Oh.
Almost a 3. 2 3/8. Oh, a takedown. Moon, nothing. Angel misses the moonsault. Ciampa misses the clothesline. Ciampa.
Yeah, so Wade says they did what he did to basically keep Ciampa on his toes. He wouldn't want Ciampa to get his wings clipped after all.
Has missed.
Oh,
the running knee to the side of the head. Angel has went for his moonsault 4 times and has missed. Angel caught the leg. Ciampa reversed. Ciampa sends off Angel.
German.
Oh! Ciampa picks up Angel. Ciampa
Uh-oh.
throws him out the ring.
And
Will we see
Willow's Bell.
Willow's Bell.
1, 2,
2,
3.
3. Ciampa wins with the Willow's Bell.
Hard fought match right there.
Ciampa spiked Angel right on his head for a clean victory. Good job for Ciampa. Looking good moving into Halloween Havoc.
Yes, the question will remain, will Ciampa actually be able to retain the World Heavyweight title? Or will he
will he
receive
suffer
some bad news?
Bad news from the Bullhammer of Wade Barrett.
And both he and Barrett have a even win-loss record now.
And
yes, it
on
is time
to the next match.
for the main event. A fatal four-way to crown the Cruiserweight Champion.
Shut up.
Woo!
Johnny, Ricochet, Ilya, and Cedric.
So I have found the greatest cruiserweights on the Smackdown brand to become the new Cruiserweight Champion. We got Ricochet, Johnny Gargano. I believe he's still... No, I don't think so. He's still undefeated in singles competition, technically. He only lost in the Elimination Chamber. Ilya Dragunov. And making his debut, prime time, Cedric Alexander. And here comes the one and only
Ricochet.
Ricochet told me that he is honored to bring Cruiserweight Wrestling back to the forefront. And when he wins this match, well, he's going to be a fighting champion. Any Cruiserweights want him, step up and take your shot.
I know at least one cruiserweight who might actually just accept.
No, I knew it's going to be Eric Bischoff.
No.
He's one of your three cruiserweights.
I do have Wesley, and Wesley wants a shot.
Ah, yeah, I forgot about that guy.
Wesley would love a shot.
He was worthless on my show, so I gave him to you instead.
I have some cruiserweights. One is my current
Hardcore
United
champion.
States champion.
Oh, yeah, I guess Chad Gable's one of them, too.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
there
as
he
I
is.
said, I have a few of them. Yes.
Johnny
Gargano.
Wrestling.
I have also Logan Paul.
Who's the other one I have? I only remember. I only know two of them.
I have a few cruiserweights that I could let have a run with that belt. Or try to.
Darby
at
Allin.
least.
I forgot he was a cruiserweight.
You know who we forgot?
And did you think it was
Santos
Shanky?
Escobar.
What about Santos Escobar?
We forgot to include him in this.
He's on Raw.
Isn't Montez Ford a
yeah.
cruiserweight?
And he's the hardcore champion.
Oh, yeah. So, yes, you are correct. My heart.
And no, I think Montez is a light heavyweight.
Oh, okay.
I have
Hey,
Dominic Mysterio. La 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 la. Does it have Rey Mysterio or no?
You.
Oh yeah, I have Rey and Dominic. So yeah, I can have the Mysterios go after that belt.
I know a really good match I want to that I might do for my next NXT episode.
Yeah, Cedric Alexander told me that he should have been the one to win the Cruiserweight Classic all those years ago and be the first Cruiserweight champion. Now here's his chance to make up for that mistake and make the Cruiserweight title prime time.
For my next NXT, I know a perfect match that I would like to see.
And here's the man that has impressed me so far. So far, he is undefeated in singles competition.
Yeah,
The Mad Dragon.
Dragunov.
Yes, what Joker said.
Joker, I'm going to message you a match that will be for NXT. Do not tell the Spectre.
You want me to tell you if it's good or a bad idea? I can do that.
You could tell Spectre if it's a bad idea, but you're not allowed to tell him the match.
It's gonna be Eric Bischoff, isn't it?
No.
You only have
Hey,
3, so it's a very short
like
list.
Well, it's like this. Most of the matches we think are going to be bad that Jesse books end up being fantastic.
Who knows? Maybe Eric Bischoff's gonna defeat Bobby Lashley, and then he's gonna go on a reign of terror and go 100-0 before he retires with the NXT Championship.
Eric will not be in a match. However,
Jesse, I will say keep one of those.
Didn't you tell me that
change
that
the
you
other
hired
one,
Eric
because
Bischoff
that's
as your general
possible.
manager?
yes, I did.
And Triple H has agreed to be my general manager. How about you, Joker? Who's your GM?
Jackal has offered to do the position. I'm like, are you
That's
sure
a conflict
about
of
that?
interest.
Yes, that's why I said I'm like, are you sure about that? That's kind of a conflict. Jackal looked at
I
me
could
and
think of
said,
one guy for you.
Goldberg.
He's also a wrestler on your show.
Who would that be?
Lord William Regal.
I'll have to
Beautiful belt.
talk to Jackal about that. Because Jackal, you're not
What is
gonna be
Jackal,
my
your
GM.
mom?
He scares me, okay? I don't want to be choked out by him. It's happened to me twice already. He scares me, okay? That man physically scares the crap out of me.
Now there's a matchup for the future, possibly. Ilya Dragunov and Johnny Wrestling.
That is another match.
Okay, Jesse, that one's a good idea. Keep that one.
What about this one?
And Ilya, he has told me that he's been waiting for a shot. And he's going to shoot his shots and take the belt home tonight.
I mean, hey, whoever wins this and becomes Cruiserweight champion, they're going to have a hard time going up ahead because we have some pretty decent Cruiserweights on our roster.
I'm sure you guys like my idea of still having the Cruiserweight title be the floating one instead of the hardcore. And I just didn't want a title that I would be forced to make a match for every week. The Cruiserweight title, I can work around that by just floating but not needing to be defended every week.
Joker, there's another one I sent you.
Yes, I just texted you back that one's a good idea. So
Yes.
far, you've only had one bad idea.
Yeah, speaking of Cruiserweights, there was one that I did offer the shot to since his victory over the Devil. That is the Grayson Waller effect. And he told me he had his eyes on a bigger prize. The Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
And hey, he's
he'll
gotta
have
get that
to take
shot.
Gunther!
Is your short-term memory kicking in, Joker? Gunther's not the Intercontinental Champion.
Oh, I mean,
It's-
Cody Rhodes!
It's the American roller coaster, Cody Rhodes.
Yes, my bad. I kind of was thinking of real wrestling, not what's going on in our wrestling. My bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go for the pin.
Cody Rhodes.
I sent you a weird match.
Speaking of which, I got a big announcement. Triple H has reached an agreement, and he has signed Joe Gacy and Ava to Smackdown.
Cool.
And hey, we all know Joe Gacy is a cruiserweight. He did compete for the cruiserweight title at one point, so who knows, maybe he'll win the cruiserweight title in the future.
Yeah, but just imagine it. Your new cruiserweight champion.
As far as the other two...
Dom!
Yeah, as far as the other two go... Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed. Well, you should already know. I'm not wasting time on those two. If not just for the terrible names.
I forgot I had Triple H.
Yeah, I guess we have to retire Triple H then. Ah, well, he's not technically on my show, so he cannot influence my show and book himself in matches.
No, but he's on my show along with Sean.
Well, you haven't used Trips anyway, and there's the recoil.
I'm going to be using several new stars on my next NXT. Several stars will be making their debut.
Yeah, guys, who do you think's going to win the King and Queen of the Ring tournaments?
I don't remember who I put in it.
You put Alexa Bliss, Mandy Rose, and Maurice.
Yeah.
I'm putting Jackal as my pick.
Yeah, you have Jackal and Cross on your team. Alongside Solo.
Yep.
Jesse has Kenny Omega and Hangman. Yeah, Joker, I do got an idea for King of the Ring. I'll tell you after the show. I'll tell both of you after the show. To reintroduce someone that's been gone for far too long.
Have they been dead in the past?
Whee! Flying Ricochet.
And Ricochet, what the fuck was that?
Now, let's just say... he's been in
Selena
Hollywood.
Don't fall. Selena don't fall.
John Cena?
Jesus,
The Miz.
Joker, I said his name too.
The Miz.
The Rock.
I'm starting to think of just getting rid of these two then if you don't even remember them.
You said Hollywood. I only knew several people in Hollywood. Joker Schnody's been here longer than
Yeah,
that.
Hollywood's been in Hollywood this entire time with the Iceman. I have an idea to bring him back so that we can get a possible matchup for Halloween Havoc.
Oh. Yeah, I would like to see the return of the Hollywood Hitmen. I've been wanting to use Hollywood and Robert.
Joker should have known this.
That's where Hollywood has been. He said he was going to go Hollywood. I'm like, you already are Hollywood.
He said he was going back to the greatest place on Earth so he can ruin some lives since the Joker had no place for him on the show.
What is he, the Miz?
Well, Hollywood is the arch nemesis of Blake Baker. Hollywood has said he is not done.
Ricochet, what are you doing?
Oh, he's doing that.
He was sitting in the corner like Miz.
Oh, nice takedown by Ricochet.
And a Ricochet, well, what was that, Ricochet? Did you run out of stamina?
I don't know.
Did you do something stupid?
I think Ricochet's stuck.
Well, Ricochet is not going to be our Cruiserweight champion now, apparently.
Ricochet, what are you doing?
Why are you stuck? Johnny, please don't get stuck with him. Okay.
Hey, Ricochet's moving again.
Yes, thank you, Johnny, for fixing Ricochet so we didn't
Now
have to.
everyone's back in the ring for this Falls Count Anywhere match for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Well, Johnny's no longer in the ring.
And I guess you could call it the World's Cruiserweight Championship, since it is also going to be on NXT.
Oh, wait.
But I just keep it as Cruiserweight Championship for short. And what's this by Gargano?
Russian leg sweep.
Oh, octopus stretch.
Into the octopus. And Ricochet breaks up the octopus.
But I don't see Bruce anywhere, Joker. I mean, I thought that was your nickname for the Underhill. Your octopus.
Oh, wait. Backbreaker. And Johnny no sold it.
And Johnny, what's he go for here? Uh-oh.
Powerbomb.
Bye, Ricochet.
If only if they had that collision thing so that he could have threw them on both Ilya and Cedric.
Somebody needs to break that
Gargano
up.
escape. Oh. Ilya hit the ref.
Either way, it stopped the submission.
Hey, you know, you guys were talking about people. Well, I got some people that I'm going to be debuting soon. Some people I'm surprised I haven't used yet, but I'm going to be bringing in the dynamic duo. Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams.
I'm going to be bringing in the Young Bucks.
Well, I've always had the dynamic duo, I just didn't use them. Oh, Cedric. Yeah, so I'm curious, who are you guys rooting for? Me? I'm rooting for Ilya.
Ricochet.
Johnny Gargano.
No love for primetime Cedric. Such a shame. We need a fourth commentator to root for Cedric.
I mean, I would love... My second pick is Cedric, so it's Ricochet or Cedric for me.
Oh, my second pick is Ricochet.
My second pick was going to be,
Oh, look
Cedric.
at this.
Cedric getting their stick up. They had one. Oh, wow. Johnny, that was perfect timing.
And now Johnny stands in the ring alone.
Johnny, that was perfect timing. You let Ricochet kick somebody in the face, and then you attack Ricochet. And now you're beating Ricochet with a kendo stick.
Uh-oh.
Oof! Joker, you dead over there?
I just got my pizza out, Devin.
No. Backbreaker! Hey! Cedric, what was that? Cedric, what was that?
Yeah, I got a prediction on who's gonna win. She doesn't have the best win-loss record for the Queen of the Ring tournaments, but I have faith in her. It's Blair. She really doesn't belong there, being that she has 4 losses in this series.
Yeah, like Blair has not done well.
Actually, I think I know who will win the King of the Ring tournament, even though he's not even on my show.
Jackal.
Nope, Solo.
I know, so they got a plan for the King of the Ring.
He's not on my show, but I have a feeling Solo will win it. Oh, Poison Rana. And there went Johnny.
And Cedric. Cedric. Ricochet. Oh, a sick kick by Cedric. Ricochet did it.
Ricochet wins. Nice.
It wins off of that.
Cedric could have stopped it, except for some reason he decided to run all the way over there.
I don't think he could have made it. But yes, congrats to the technically first Cruiserweight Champion, Cedric Alexander. Ricochet. Had me on Cedric. So, what do you guys think of Ricochet winning the Cruiserweight Championship?
Seems like actual WWE needs to do.
Honestly, I think it will be good for Cedric.
That's Ricochet, you fool.
Damn it! I had the wrong person in my head.
Yes, we will see you all next time.